Hey, I'm Kifwen, and around a year ago, I made a video about creating a persona. And oh my god, is that outdated? Don't watch that video! Watch this one instead. See my character here? This is my persona. Although I obviously don't look like this in real life, as far as you know, I use this character to represent me. This is me, and I have a deep connection to this character, as if this was really me, just looking back in the mirror. Which might sound a little strange, but once you've made a persona you really attach yourself to, it's going to make a lot of sense, I swear. If you go online into any artist spaces, without a shadow of a doubt, you see almost everyone you run into having a persona. For example, here are just a few of my friends and their personas. This is exactly how I see them and imagine them myself. Here's some art I've made of them, this is totally what they look like. Your persona is exactly how you put yourself forward and present yourself within online spaces. Not only is it an incredible form of self-expression, but also allows for some mascot recognizability. Two great examples of this are The Odd Ones Out and Jaden Animations. Over many years of these two creators doing YouTube, they have made characters for themselves that are incredibly recognizable. To dissect this a little bit, James has a non-human persona, one that doesn't reflect on how he personally looks, but encompasses what he feels about himself. Jaden has a persona that reflects her own appearance much more. If you're familiar or have heard of these creators, you will know they are in content, especially someone else's content, based exclusively off of their own persona. Having a character represent yourself as an artist is an incredibly smart decision when it comes to wanting to have any form of recognizability, especially as a brand. Another space where having a persona is important is for mangakas, as they often don't want to show their faces due to the extremely toxic culture about it in Japan. Although these are often referred to as mascots, these characters still perform the same as a persona for artists in Western spaces. So it's important to think how widely having a persona is accepted in basically every single possible artist space. So now that we've gone over the importance of having a persona, how exactly do you make one? First, with starting any project, you're gonna want to have a mood board. As annoying as it is completely for your own benefit to have a basis. For this, I would personally put some color, things you like, and other general things that catch your eye. Here's a mood board I've created based off my own enjoyment. I'm sure you can see that reflected back in the character design of my persona. Now it's time to get sketching. Take whatever you had assembled in your mood board and start trying to create characters based off this. Don't spend more than 5 minutes on any sketch, and just try to get all of your ideas out of your head as quickly as you can. That way you can see what design elements are really sticking. You want to heavily focus on what you will enjoy the most as a character design, and not what you think inherently would look good. From here, we'll be able to find what connects with you the most and start designing. I personally recommend having a mix of things that are real about you to blend into a persona, especially if you're like me and creating one that isn't based off your appearance at all. For me, I do have a fringe with my real hair, but also my hair sticks out quite a lot due to it being incredibly thick. This aspect of my appearance is reflected within the actual design of my persona. Having that little bit of you tie into it can really help with the persona feeling actually like it is you. So now what? You've sketched out a design. Is that it? Of course not. Good character designers don't just make one design, they keep workshopping until there's something they're really happy with. Keep on sketching and sketching and sketching until it really starts to click. Here is every single piece of art I have made of my persona up until the point of making this video. Yeah, there's a pretty clear design progression as I got further and further into understanding exactly what I wanted out of my design. When I made my original video, I really only delved into the steps I took to create my persona's original design, which I had really only just come up with. At that point, I didn't exactly have the same attachments or feelings about the quote-unquote character. Now, as I've inserted myself onto him and drawn him over and over and over again, this character really does feel like me, which honestly may sound a little strange if you're someone that has never had a persona that you really attached to before. There are two main goals of having a persona on the internet. One, having recognizability through this character and being led to you, and two, having this character be an artistic expression of just who you are. As a queer and trans person, I find it very easy to project onto characters as a form of escapism from my own dysphoria. I really do like to think, this is just me. A beautiful and strong example of this type of connection and recognizability goes incredibly strong within the furry fandom. If you go to enough cons, people start recognizing your characters and you'll be known in certain ways. Furries do really tend to project onto their personas, and I think that's super cool and really encases the stance I think everyone should take when creating a persona. So, that's really it. You want to be able to create a character you have such a personal connection to. It's super important. Even though it's only been a year since I made my original video, there's been such an insane change in design and how I present myself with my persona, but I'm somewhere I'm totally happy with and feel connected to. You just want to be able to find inspiration, find a way to present yourself, and I did talk a little bit about shape language in my original video. You want to push it somewhere that you want to be seen as, so I tend to use quite round shapes with my persona, as I do want to come off as being friendly. I view myself as a friendly person, and I want people to see me that way. Because I don't want to be seen as mean or anything. But yeah, you really just want to make a character that shows you as how you want to be seen online. It's something super fun to do, and important. If you have any questions, please do leave them in the comments, as I will try and answer anyone I can. But yeah, I hope this is a lot more helpful than my original video, as I tried to dive much more into the importance behind it, and exactly why artists do it this way. As usual, my commissions are linked. As of right now, they are closed. If you want a drawing specifically for Christmas, you can reach out for me, and I might be able to just squeeze you in. Yeah, thank you so much. And my VTuber commissions will be reopening as of the new year at a less discounted price. So do keep an eye out for that. I'll be posting a video when they come back for everyone. Before I leave, I just want to show some art I've made recently. I'm super proud of it. I don't have much of a reason for doing this. I just want to showcase it here. So just have a quick look. Now get out there and make a persona that reflects who you are. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.